Hello everybody, and I've been wanting to make this video for a while, and I've kept refilming this, but a lot of stuff keeps being noisy, so so I'm just gonna make it quick. This is just gonna go over every single SML video I've missed, either during reaction or just review, and then I'll react to the video that came out today later. So Invisible Jeffy was a video that had a great premise, but it just wasn't funny after a while. It started off really good, but after a while, it just didn't work anymore. Really, the only parts I found funny after about the second Invisible thing was the scene with Goodman and the scene with Brooklyn Guy, but other than that, I didn't really find it funny after the second Invisible attempt. But other than that, I think this video is fine. It's funny after for the first few parts, and if it just stayed that way, it would have worked. And I think this would be better as a short, but it wasn't, and it just feels like it doesn't work that well. However, it's still funny, so I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 10. Now, the science fair is a video I really enjoyed. It has a great plot, and it's very funny. Even the characters who aren't usually funny, or who I usually don't find funny, like Jeffy, I thought were pretty funny here. Even Patrick's, I thought was very funny. The only part I didn't like is how I feel like it should have gone to the plot a little faster. It had a lot of filler for the first few parts. Well, I wouldn't say a lot, but it had some filler. I just feel like it should have gotten to it faster. And Junior putting on a dark rap song was very predictable. But it's still a really good video, and it's one of my personal favorites of this year. So I'm going to give it a 7. Or maybe an 8, but most likely a 7. Now, Cody Plays Tennis was a video I was really disappointed with. I saw this video after the Chili video came out, and it said behind the sounds. So I thought this would be really interesting, and it wasn't very good. The video, I think was called Cody's Missing. This video is just a shorter version of that, but with only one game. And it really shows that Logan doesn't know Mario characters that well. Like, Spike was in Mario Brothers 3. I think he should know who Spike is, but I can't see his point. Like, no one really knows Spike, but still just a little minor gripe there. And the best part, the tennis court scene, while it sounds incredible, like it all sounds like a real tennis court, it's just way too short for me to actually like this video. However, the joke with Goodman at the end was so funny, and the tennis court was good, and so was Brooklyn Guy. So I think I'm gonna give this video a 4 out of 10. If the tennis part wasn't there, and if Goodman wasn't so funny, then this probably would not have been that high. Black Yoshi's House Arrest. Now, this video started off strong, and it was good up until the ending. And this is just me, but Jeffy skips school. The entire ending was so funny because it was just Brooklyn Guy ranting about how stupid Mario was. And this video goes against that entire thing there at the end, because Brooklyn Guy just arrests the toy Black Yoshi, and it's so obvious that it's a toy, and it's just not funny. But other than that, I think this video was pretty good. It wasn't great or anything, but it was still good. So I'm going to give it a 7. If it wasn't for the ending, it probably would have gotten an 8. but the ending just dragged it down a bit. Now our last video, Jeffy the Psychic. This video I did not like that much. It's like Invisible Jeffy, where it has a good concept, but after about the second vision, it just doesn't become that interesting anymore. And every time something bad happens and it's Jeffy's fault, I thought was something very predictable. You could tell pretty quickly that every bad thing was Jeffy's fault. So I'm going to give this a 5 because, as I said, the first few things were pretty funny, and the Brooklyn guy in this was hilarious. So I'm going to give this a 5. I think Brooklyn guy is probably the highlight of this video, and so far one of the best, and one of his better appearances this year. But the video just isn't that good to me. So I think that's about it. And later today you will see my reaction of the new video.